Welcome everyone to the start of our end of season awards celebration. To start us off, we have the All-Star games for our lowest three tiers. And then we will do three tiers tomorrow and three tiers on Saturday. Joining me on the caster desk is MD. Producing this is Russ. How are you doing tonight, MD?
Doing pretty good. I wasn't expecting to be back on the desk so soon, but my my powers were called upon. Somebody did some witchcraft and got me back on the desk for right now. I've been pulled out of the retirement home.
Yeah, and we are going to reveal the All Stars live on stream. As I was saying, we have three best of fives tonight involving both the amateur contender and prospect All Stars. And I think we're just going to throw it straight to the list of the amateur All Stars, which are J Dog, General Lee, J Boa, Rocket Girl, Mushy, Savant Cyclops, and the reserves Regal King and RL Camaro.
Congratulations to all these players. You guys played great all season long. You were voted into this for good reason. We're excited to see how you all fare on the field today because this is, the best of the best of the tier. So we're gonna see exactly what these types of players can accomplish. I do believe we are missing one, so I think that we will be getting a reserve playing in the game tonight. And yeah, it's just gonna be a fun time. Obviously, this is just for fun. Probably not gonna be doing super serious casting, just because obviously we're gonna have a good time. We're just gonna watch people play the game for really for bragging rights, if anything else. There's not really anything to win for here, but I'm just excited to see more Rocket League being played.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. These all-star games, it depends on the group you get. Some of them take it pretty seriously, some of them just mess around. I think one of the seasons we had the two teams literally like get into three separate rule ones for like 3 minutes straight until overtime. Uh, but we'll just see what has to happen tonight. I don't know if we're gonna get that action, but glad to see the All-Star games back on stream. I think it's been a couple seasons. But I think yeah, it's gonna be fun to watch, especially these amateur players who aren't highlighted enough get to showcase their talent.
I just want to go back on your topic about the last time we had All Star games on stream. The last All Star game that I streamed, I believe it was a Premier All Star game, and for the first like 3 minutes of the game, the ball sat in the middle of the field because nobody wanted to touch it on kickoff.
Oh
Like
man.
it was so bad to the point that we had to actively convince them to hit the ball so we could get a move on.
That sounds like Premiere, but let's see. Maybe the amateur players are going to take this pretty seriously and put on a good show for us. We'll have to see. As you're saying with the substitution, one of the all stars could not make it. Mushy is out, so subbing in is Regal King from Safari. So both of the teams will, of course, have three all stars representing. No conferences in amateur, so they're just split amongst the entire tier. And yeah, I think this will be a good one.
I do believe we have everybody in the lobby, so you can go ahead and tell the players to join the field. They know what teams are supposed to be on. They were split up into separate voice channels, so everybody's going to be taking the field now. As we get this started, Taco, do you have any early predictions? Because I believe this is a best of five, correct?
It is a best of five, yes. So first team to win three games, as it looks like everyone is ready to go. Um, I'm biased, but I think the 50-50 amateur team had some very impressive players, including J Bo and J Dog, who are on the same team. Um, they are going to look to win it. J Dog, one of the best players in the tier, probably competing for MVP. Speaking of J Boa, the two J's on 50-50, both linking up, and J Boa going to finish it off the post hit. Unfortunately, doesn't go in the first time, but is able to read on the rebound, and Team 1 has an early lead.
Great start coming out from J-Bo and managing to get by the entire defense. Nobody was particularly well positioned, but Goal's a goal. Jay Boa going off the sidewall here, trying to look for another touch, unable to find it. Rocket Girl's gonna whiff. Goes Savant Cyclops, unable to beat General Lee to the ball. Lee is out of boost. Pass to the middle over to Jay Boa. He's unable to make contact. J-Dog, last one back, picks up the boost. Savant's just kind of trying to get a 50 here. Anybody can get a shot on target. Savant goes again, but unable to find the back of the net. Here goes Regal King. It's off the post and out. And General Lee's just going to be able to walk this downfield. I believe we do have one back. Savant Cyclops does get back in time, and it is saved away.
A heroic recovery from Savant Cyclops. They're able to get back and stop the free breakaway. This one's going to be clean in off of J-Dog. A banger from the halfway line as a loose 50. J-Boa gets it in to his teammate. And an absolute laser beam from one end of the field to the other that the orange team was not ready for.
A little unfair, you think, to have two players that ultimately played together on the same team here. I mean, come on. There's already team chemistry going on there. And they're gonna be able to pass the ball between each other because they know exactly where the other's going to be. But still, great offense coming out from team one here. Savant Cyclops trying to get this to the middle. Jay Boa is up, managed to get a touch to the backboard. General Lee will get the clear out, but it's right to Regal King. Regal King with the shot. It goes back post and in. Fantastic shot coming out from Regal.
Well, as we were getting all of the offense coming from the blue team, this time the orange team able to respond, and the one reserve all-star subbing in, showcasing his talents, Regal King, able to slot it home 2-1. And let's see if they can keep this being a competitive game. J-Bo is going to loft it into the midfield. J-Dog gets a good 50. Rocket Girl's up, but not up in time as General Lee gets a clean shot that is unable to be met. This one's really awkward. It bounces off the inside of the post, and Savant Cyclops will finally get time to do something about it. Unable to get an air dribble out of it. General Lee a 50. J-Boa on the ball. And J-Boa, J-Dog, this time not having the chemistry. And a 50 from Rocket Girl is not met well as General Lee is doing heroic efforts on the defense. This one's still in front of the net, floating, but finally cleared away into their own end.
General Lee's going to send this back into the orange half. Looking for a second touch, unable to get it by Cyclops, but Cyclops puts it back in front of the net. Here comes another shot. General Lee follows it up, puts it into the back of the net, 3-1.
Great play there. General Lee, not a lot of boost. The boost did not spawn in the corner, so he's just like, I'll just challenge the ball, stay in the play, do something about it, and hope the defense does not get it. He's able to read the bounce off the arc of the upright before the defense can react. And it is 3-1. J-Boa now trying to find his teammate again. J-Dog on the end of it. Savant leaves just after the boost timers now. Spawn after it. General Lee was getting hunted for a demo, but now he might have a response at the end and flicks it over the last defender. A great ground control from General Lee, slicing through the defense, and Rocket Girl unable to put a hand up in time.
Rocket Girl was just a little too far in front of the ball. That's what allowed General Lee to have the space to flick that over top. Unfortunate result for Rocket Girl was the last one back on defense. This is a great kickoff to start off, but don't have a teammate to do anything with the ball. Here comes General Lee once again, trying to cut this over into the net, unable to do so. Bounces off the sidewall. Boa misses the touch. A-Dog's all the way back. General Lee finally rotating. Ball still gets cleared out. Not a whole lot of threatening pressure coming out from Team 2. Here's Rocket Girl with a shot. Boa is going to be able to clear this away. Savant Cyclops is going to try to collect it and reset for his team.
Savant's going to get a little bit of time, but General Lee is having none of it. Immediately up in the air, and Amita now looking to get a favorable 50. J-Dog, can he do another fantastic play? No, he can't, as Savant is there in time. Regal and Savant looking to link up. A great demo in midfield. Here's a bump, but J-Dog ignores the bump completely, gets bumped again, trying to look for a follow, but this time taken out. General Lee puts it just wide onto the post.
Boa and Regal connect with a 50 here. J-Dog, it's one touch, looking for the follow-up. Are they able to get it? No. Rocket Girl gets a great clear and a great save. Right now, there's just mounting pressure coming out from this blue side. General Lee, the last one back here. J-Dog makes the touch, has 95 in the tank. Trying to pass to the middle, unable to find anyone. There's Regal with another shot opportunity, but it goes off the backboard. Nobody to follow up. General Lee has a touch. No boost, but manages to get the clear. Come on, Cyclops has the ball now. I don't look for a pass in the middle. Gets it by one. Looks for a bump. Unable to get it. J-Dog is able to run this all the way downfield. Just has to get by one. Rocket Girl is back and will clear it away. But with 49 seconds to go and another shot coming in, this is all Team 1 right now. They are playing fantastically.
Yeah, and General Lee, that's a hat trick for him. He is up for these aerials before anyone on Team 2 can react. And 12 shots from Team 1 compared to just the 4 from Team 2, and they are pouring it on late in Game 1. They are looking to prove themselves on this All-Star game as a great link-up play. Causes a clear, and now Savant Cyclops has to do very well, and he does well enough to clear that one away. General can't make the touch, but it might not matter. But Savant is going to have time, space, try and look for a pass. He's not able to get the fine touch into the middle for a teammate to follow. So this clock is just going to wind down, and as the clear goes long, and this one is going to be in the books. Team 1, a strong victory in Game 1, and they might get a buzzer beater here. No, shut down by Regal King.
Regal King has been pretty good on the defensive end when he needs to be. But yeah, this has just been complete domination by Team 1 here. Regal King looking for one more, but gets a 50, and it's gonna fall down. Team 1 will take game number 1 here in this best of 5. And honestly, what dominant fashion they took this game.
Yeah, really good showing from Team 1 here. General Lee, a hat trick, as we were saying. Super fast in the air and just a force on the offensive end. And they did not allow very many shots to come their way. Just 5 shots against compared to the 13. So over double is usually not a recipe for success if you're going to try and come back. Team 2 are going to need to shut down the midfield and just overwhelm blue team back at it, but that's going to be a tough adjustment when you have the star power that Team 1 has.
Not only that, I did like seeing the demos that Team 2 were at least trying to do, but it was a little late at that point. There were already so many goals down. They really had to just keep pressure onto the Team 1 blue side. But General Lee was all over the ball, just challenging whatever he needed to. Jay Boa as well was just getting great touches on the ball. And J-Dog was just happy to kind of just sit back and let his teammates do their thing. We'll have to see exactly if we'll have to see what they can do to make these adjustments for game number 2 here to try to come back into this series.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult to adjust to. I'd like to see maybe some demos from Team 2 coming out to put the Team 1 off their game, maybe take people out of rotation. But it's going to be tough to adjust to as players, I think, are still waiting.
I think they're waiting on you. You can tell them they can go whenever. Like they don't have to wait on us every time.
Yeah, looks like they were just waiting for me, but they can go whenever. So, game 2 going to be underway off the kickoff. Let's see if Team 2 can respond.
Game number 2 underway. Savant Cyclops is going to pass this to the middle. Doesn't have a teammate. Has to go again. Gets dusted by General Lee. Puts a shot on target. Regal King's able to clear this. A-Dog has to get a touch because J-Boa missed. Puts up the boost and has plenty of time. Savant will try to cut this off and does. Has to rush back now. Leaves it for General Lee. General Lee trying to look for a pass in the middle. Shut down by Rocket Girl. J-Boa is already there. Regal Knight off the corner. Looking for somebody to get a touch. It's going to go back into the front of the net. Is anybody there? Rocket Girl's demoed in the background, but there was nobody on Team 1 side to put that in the back of the net.
Yeah, great demo from J-Boa, but there was no one on Team 1 who was able to be up for that. So it results in nothing in the end. Now General Lee's going to have a one-on-one. It's met in midfield. 50. This one's going to bounce awkwardly. Can J-Boa take control, or General Lee can? They're both awkward. Who's going to take the ball? Eventually, J-Dog sees the two of them flailing and just comes in to save them. But J-Dog, a little bit of space, but not a lot of boost. And so Rocket Girl's going to shut it down and try and make a play of her own. And immediately challenged. She was looking for a doomsday there, potentially. J-Dog on the wall, looking to pass it midfield. General Lee has no boost as third man, so he's just going to take time and delay. And this one is much more even so far, MD. You think we could be on for a little bit of a series now?
Looking at the way things are going, this is definitely a lot slower compared to game number one here. Team one, the blue side there, was just peppering the back of the net with shots and just scoring at will. It almost seemed like, but maybe some quick adjustments have been made by the orange side. We had to a little bit more often. Right now, there's just a lot of back and forth, a lot of almost boomer ball, I would say. That's a great touch. Get that ball out of the way by, I believe that was Savant that got that touch out of the way. Here's the shot again. Regal King able to stretch and get to the ball. Here comes another shot from General Lee.
Oh,
Rocket Girl in the back of the net still keeps the ball out.
that's an incredible save there. I don't know how that is not in. Uh, as the pressure is continuing to pour on, but eventually they will get boosted up and able to clear it away. J-Dog looks to bang it. This one's going to be on the backboard. Are they playing backboard defense in Amy now? They were attempting to at least, but J Boa is unable to get that one on target. Savant's going to clear it. This one's going to bounce in the midfield. J-Dog up in the air. They run into each other, but it's still on the blue half for them. J Boa on the ball, trying to make plays happen. Still looking to make a play. Steals the corner boost. Looks for a bump. But Team 1 is really not committing as much as they were in the second game. And I think that's the difference. J-Dog can't get the fine touch with the point of his car. And so, yeah, as you said, this is a much slower game. And it's not resulting in very as many goals.
Coming out from Rocket Girl finally. They spent the orange half side has spent a lot of their time on defense, and they've managed to keep the ball out for now, but eventually something has got to give. J Boa pass off the corner, cleared out by Regal King. Here comes Savant. Toss it into the corner, maybe look for a follow-up. Has the boost, unable to follow this ball, so has to fall back. J-Dog is able to clear this, goes as far as Rocket Girl. He gets bumped for her efforts. Regal King's already back. Gonna bang this all the way back downfield. J Boa is underneath, looks for a touch, unable to get it. Regal King is demoed by General Lee. Savant gets 150, 18 boost in the tank, looking for another shot opportunity, unable to get it as J-Dog will 50 it and keep the ball out.
Yeah, great 50 there. J-Bo is just going to clear it away and give blue team time to get boosted up. And now General Lee looking to find a pass to his teammate, but his teammates are both looking for bumps in net. J-Dog gets a 50, but it's not a great 50. Savant steals the boost from General Lee. Now looking to pass it. J-Bo is awkward. Regal King coming in and can't do anything but hit it off the post. But again, Team 2 is now looking to have some life. But as I say that, they just can't sustain the offense. Big miss. Regal King's really awkward. But again, Team 1 has no one second man to support. So it's just back and forth, and they're able to get the pressure, but they can't find the finishing touch. As no one is able to support and follow up effectively. J-Dog trying to find that magic, that finishing goal. 8 seconds, J Boa can't find the dagger. General Lee is going to do nothing about it. 1-0, this one will be on the ground. We have overtime.
This is a completely different game compared to that first one. Where it seemed like, oh my goodness. Alright, they just want to get this game over with. Rocket Girl puts it in the back of the net. 4 seconds into overtime. Great kickoff strategy to get that ball in the back of the net.
Well, you know, it's not about the amount of shots. It's about how clinical you are when you get them. Only 2 shots, but one of them was a huge kickoff play, and they were able to survive into overtime on the onslaught of Team 1 and take out or take this game against all odds. They weren't able to really sustain pressure, but you don't need to sustain pressure off the kickoff. You just need one really good 50 and then a great follow-up. So great win there from Team 2, and we will not have a sweep.
And that is incredible from Team 2. The way they stood tall on defense was incredible, making sure that they could get everything out of the way. Good 50s in the midfield, good saves on goal line, especially from Rocket Girl. That one in particular, I don't know how she got it out of the net, but that was insane. And Regal doing the bulk of the work, you could say, on defense with 2 saves himself. So great stuff to see from that team. Very close game indeed. And now we go into game number 3 here. And
Oh.
I think, oh, the server went down for maintenance apparently. Oh, we got our server reset. Let's go.
Game
Momentum shift.
3
The
is
server died.
actually battling against the servers, turns out. Having a nice all-stars versus servers battle. But that's just what happens in modern Rocket League. You know how it is.
I don't know. Russ, clip it so we have proof that it wasn't us that that broke the lobby.
Well,
We're gonna go ahead and get reset. I think we got the lobby back up fairly quickly.
yeah,
Not not sure why that particular server decided it wanted to go down, but it
you
is
know,
what it
some
is.
sometimes servers just decide they want to go down. So I think everyone is back in the lobby. So I think we should just be able to get right back into the action. Game 3, a 1-1 series. Team 1 were not able to be as clinical as in game 1. Team 2 able to win game 2 off a kickoff. This one is going to be a long 5 minutes if they want to try that hold on for dear life strategy again. They are going to need to be near perfect on defense. 4:50 on the clock, a ton of game to go, and Team 1 are looking to attack again and be more offensive. Have that second man support that they were lacking. Jay Boa going for bumps. General Lee trying to dunk the last defender, not able to do so. And J-Dog trying to take control, but it's shut down. Savant's going to have a control, trying to look for a play on the ground around the defense. General Lee just gets a touch on it. Rocket Girl to follow. General Lee makes an incredible save off the backboard. J-Dog has to clear it away and does, and will take the mid boost, but still, this time Team 2 has all the pressure, and it's forcing Team 1 into making awkward team bumps. Awkward save. Savant Cyclops is off the post, and Rocket Girl will finally find the back of the net. Team 2 had Team 1 just flailing around back there. Savant off the inside of both posts, and Rocket Girl able to read it first.
Not sure what General Lee was doing. I think General Lee was a little confused, got bumped into the back of the net, unable to get back to that ball, and Rocket Girl and Savant just kept the pressure on. Rocket Girl finally puts it in the back. This is the first lead that Team 2 has had, so hopefully they'll be able to maintain this pressure. J-Dog gets a great 50, trying to get it all the way down to the back of the field. One pass in the middle, but nobody's there. Regal has to get a touch, almost drops it into General Lee's lap. Savant is able to bail his teammate out.
Yeah, J-Dog is now hunting. He's looking better. He's looking like he's wanting to attack. J-Boa thought about leaving it for General Lee, but General Lee deferred to J-Boa. Savant is looking dangerous. He's beating Team 1 to the ball every time he's getting bumps. J-Boa doesn't have boost, but he does have a great 50. And Team 2 does not know he has 0 boost, so he's able to continue to stay on the ball and make progressive plays. This one's gonna bounce middle. General Lee's up. Rocket Girl's awkward.
Oh.
Team 1 will establish themselves back in the series, and finally, after a long drought, are able to find the net. J-Dog was hunting the Goomba Stomp. Rocket Girl had to stay grounded and could not get up for that shot.
After a great game, after being clinical in the second game there, we're seeing a little bit of a defensive breakdown, but at the same exact time, that blue side is hunting for bumps, trying to make the defense awkward. J-Bo is going to try to kick this back to a teammate, but it only goes to Regal. And the follow-up touch, unable to follow it. 2 people commit from Team 1 here. Rocket Girl just has to get a single touch and does. Drops it down to Savant Cyclops, unable to get it by J-Boa. Regal's already back with the boost. J-Boa, a great 50 on the sidewall here. Rocket Girl has to get a touch, bops it over 1. There's J-Dog. J-Dog puts it into his teammate, gets a bump on Savant Cyclops. Regal's going to be able to clear this, but has no boost, has to rush to this ball. It's the mid boost, but it's a pass over to the middle. J-Dog with a shot. It's going to go off the post and out. Unfortunate off the crossbar. Regal King trying to clear this ball away. Savant has to get a touch, but it only goes back. Regal King on the sidewall. Here comes another shot from J-Dog, unable to find the back of the net. Rocket Girl, great 50 here to keep the ball away. Picks up the boost, and General Lee just has to try to back this off to a teammate, but no follow-up right now from Team 1, and now Rocket Girl's able to clear this all the way downfield, looking for a shot herself, unable to find it. Cyclops to the backboard. A-Dog's able to clear this away. Finally, we have a little bit of rest. I tell a lie. Here comes Regal King with a shot now. Rocket Girl coming back in, unable to find it. It's off the post. Everybody commits. Somebody has to get back right now.
Yeah, they have to get back. J-Dog's hunting for the demo. This one's off the backboard. J-Boa coming in, and it's saved away by Regal King. Savant Cyclops is now looking to clear it long. General Lee's just going to wait for it and clear it away. J-Dog, who's been very aggressive, looking to make magic happen, but unable to do so. Savant is going to play it. General Lee pops it to the other side of the field. J-Boa is going to steal the boost, and then Rocket Girl does not have boost, so she can't make a touch on the ball. J-Boa is just hunting demos right now. J-Dog clears it away. General gets a demo of his own. Team 1's getting demos, but they're not working as they're still on the back foot. Team 2 able to make plays happen. J-Dog and J-Boa double commit. Rocket Girl can't make the touch. General Lee gets a bouncer that bounces over the head of both of the defenders on Team 2. This one just felt like it was floating for an eternity. General places it in a weird position in the direct middle of the net between both defenders, and it's able to work.
Rocket Girl just got a little overzealous, trying to get that ball off the backboard. Savant Cyclops trying to go for a bounce shot of his own. J-Boa is going to be able to clear this. 2-1 on the side of Team 1. Have to this lead now. General Lee over to J-Boa. J-Boa, the bicycle flip. General Lee's able to put it in the back of the net. They reestablish a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, I love that little interplay. That pop-up off the backflip is so lethal, as everyone is expecting it to just lightly pop right in front. You got a little pre-jump there, a little antsy from Team 2. They thought a weak 50 was just going to come in, but J-Boa just pops it so high, and no one is going to be able to react to that. And again, Team 1 have been the more offensive team, and another demo. This might be an open net, but wow, what a recovery from Savant Cyclops. This might not matter still. Savant is staying on the ball. Maybe is able to make a counter attack, but he runs out of boost in the end. J-Boa will be able to clear it away. That will signal the end of this game. This one is not going to hit the floor. Maybe it will. Rocket Girl's going to try and keep it up. It will not. Team 1 win game 3.
Now I'm noticing a little bit of a pattern here. So Team 1, wins the first game. Team 2 wins the second game, and now Team 1 has won the third game. Are they just playing odds and evens? Is that how it's gonna go right now?
Well, I think that means Team 1 won the series, because this is a best of 5, unfortunately. It's not a best of 6, so I think Team 2 is gonna have to figure that they're getting scammed here if they agreed to that.
Well, no, best of 5 means that it's first to 3.
Yeah, but like if this continues on, they're gonna win
if
game
it continues on, they're
5.
scammed. Yeah,
And then there won't be a game 6, so it's just over.
Gamer gets scammed.
Yeah, so Team 2 is gonna have to figure out how they win odd games, because even if they win this next one, then a game 5 is not an even number, unfortunately. So it's gonna be tough for them.
You gotta hope that see the adjustments that Team 1 made. Obviously, they went back to the exact same gameplay that they had in game number 1 there. Team 2 tried to do a little bit more of the turtling up that they did in game 2 at the beginning of game 3, and then they had a whole lot of pressure, and they were able to maintain that for quite a long time. But when you go from being ultra aggressive to having to turtling up, it's just you risk too much. We are going to get game number 4 underway here. Maybe they'll make one more adjustment. They really have to make up their minds on how they want to play this, though, because Team 1 is just coming at them with everything they have, and if you keep switching play styles throughout the match, it's just going to be difficult as General Lee dumps everybody and puts it in the back of the net.
Yeah, that's a great play. 50 off of 2 players in general was up so early to that one. Read that Team 2 was a little bit awkward with that 50 that bounces off the corner wall, and you know, that's a really tough position. You gotta feel for Team 2, but they have to take control and stop with these little awkward hits. They gotta realize the space, and I mean, that's very difficult to do in amateur, but these players are certainly capable of it. They've shown it across their seasons, putting up impressive numbers throughout it, and tons of goal scoring and passes. J-Boa and J-Dog almost linking up. That would have been a wonderful play, a little bit unintentional maybe, but Savant Cyclops, who has looked like their danger first man. He's been the one that's trying to carry them downfield. Regal is able to 50 one of the players on Team 1 as this one got very awkward. Regal King just banged it. J-Dog went up to try and read it. J-Boa had to come out of net, and what a really fundamentally sound great low 50 from Regal King there.
And that is a great 50 coming out from Regal. Able to tie this game up. Still 4 minutes to go. General Lee's able to get this back downfield. Has to 50 everybody in the back here. Cyclops finally gets back. J-Dog pass over to J-Boa. Oh my, what a 50. And somehow managed to stay out. Another shot from General Lee. Regal's already back. Game is now starting to pick up, but everybody is out on Team 2's side. Rocket Girl finally gets back. Able to get a touch by the, I believe it was J-Dog there. General Lee, again, just reading everything and getting to this ball quickly.
Yeah, J-Dog is there, and Savant is trying to make plays happen again, but not able to carry it out. General Lee is going to wait for it, but he has to be careful. They're hunting for a demo behind him, is able to make the play and the touch just in time. This is going to give General Lee space. Savant, this one's going to 50 midfield. Is anyone there? No, it's just J-Dog there to read the touch. This one, as General Lee got a great 50 that forces Savant into an awkward touch into the corner wall, and that's always going to favor the offense in that position.
Yeah, there's just no two ways about that 50. It's going to end up bouncing out that exact same way. Very rarely do you see it go even higher than that and just bounce, just waterfall down. Rocket Girl pass to the middle to Cyclops. Cyclops puts his team back back into this tie. That is a fantastic pass coming out from Rocket Girl.
Yeah, that's a great pass. You can see General Lee was creeping up, expecting a little bit of a weaker pass. Stuck on the front post, and when you get that good of a pass, and you're stuck front post, there is nothing much you can do about that. He tried to probably fast aerial out of it and try and get up to it, but there will be nothing he can do about that, as this one is tied again, 2-2. And Team 1, who I said have had the offensive moments, Savant is waiting for it. I mean, that was almost a pre-jump. He was waiting for the ball to come to him. These AMI players and their game sense have certainly got a lot better since I've been in there, like 2 years ago? It is very impressive what these amateur players can do nowadays, but Team 2 have to be careful that they don't run into each other and ruin their great moments. But I say that Team 1 are running into each other, and it's a completely open net for Regal King. As Team 1 runs into each other, it's a little bit of a confusion on whose ball that was, as J-Dog and General Lee both try and go for the ball and both leave no last man back.
I think Bo is upfield hunting for some demos, trying to open something up. And General Lee and J-Dog just a little bit of miscommunication. J-Bo trying to put his team back on it. J-Dog misses the touch. General Lee has to run back now. Rocket Girl is there, looking to bump J-Dog out the way, but it falls back to General Lee. Looking for a shot. Cyclops able to clear this ball away. Doesn't have a whole lot of boost. Calls Rocket Girl into action. He's got 58. Regal, touch to the sidewall. J-Dog has it. Gets one touch to the middle. Doesn't have a teammate there, so Rocket Girl should be able to win this 50 and does. Bounces out to the middle. It's almost a shot on target. J-Boa has to save this ball and does finally. Regal King. Another pass to the middle. Maybe looking for a shot of their own. J-Dog and J-Boa both come together. Savant to the corner. General Lee has a long clear. It's one touch. Looking for another. Looking for the air dribble bump. Almost gets it, but Rocket Girl is able to clear the ball away.
Oh my god. If we get an air dribble bump at Amy, I mean, what are we doing here? Don't know what is happening anymore in this tier, but Regal King is going to try and score it as J-Dog gets an awkward touch. He can't control it off the backboard. It hops away from his car, trying to take control. and definitely not the or the tightest of touches that he wanted. Generally, could not get back in time. Regal King a hat trick.
All right, at this point, I think they genuinely are playing odds and evens here. But like we said, if that's the case, Team 2 definitely is going to get scammed here because that just means we're expecting Team 1 to win. But the way they're playing right now, if they can keep this up, it's going to be a hard game, game 5 for Team 1 here.
Yeah, and we were talking about Team 2 just surviving, but this is certainly not the case in this game especially. They have been showcasing their offensive and their attacking abilities as well as their defense. They are certainly not sitting back in their shells anymore. They are putting the pressure on
No!
Girl. Oh, it's a link-up play, and the Team 1 is completely bamboozled by these touches. J-Dog can't read it. Regal King, the little backwards touch to Rocket Girl, and wow, our Team 2 putting on a show.
That was disgusting. I don't know what Regal saw here to be able to get that pass over to Rocket Girl, but I love that. That was fantastic. General Lee has a wide open net, just needs to put it in. The ball gets pitched away, and somehow we still have a 3-goal lead here.
Man, Team 1 are going to be wondering how has this gotten away from them if they don't win Game 5. This one's going backwards now. Not ideal. J-Dog has to take control. He doesn't have boost, though, so he has to leave the ball and defer for his own corner boost. There is not enough time left in this game. J-Boa will clear it away, but the result will stay the same. Team 2 will fight back, and we will go to a decisive Game 5.
And at this point, do we just put it on? Do we just put the map on Salty Shores Day and see who is the best on Salty Shores? I mean, we're already playing on Champions Field. Or do we put it on Forbidden Temple? I don't know. Just
Pillars?
I was, but no, we're not putting it on Pillars. No,
I think we should put it on Pillars, you know?
Oh my
I think that
lord.
would be pretty good.
We're not putting it on Pillars, but no, Regal in particular, great showing from him this game. A hat trick and the cycle, just absolutely monstrous on the offensive end.
Yeah, Regal King putting on a show, and that pass you were talking about, that was such a well-weighted pass. I don't know what even in the world that was. Regal King, 600 points. What an offensive performance. And Team 2, we were talking about the even-odd game, but purely just based off momentum, they were very strong, and it's going to be tough for Team 1 to adjust to that. And if they want to keep this odd-even streak going and win this series, they are going to have to show us a completely different look.
This has been the most back and forth series I think I've watched in a long time. And this is just an all-star match. Can you imagine if these players were if this was just like an AMI finals? Can you imagine how that would go?
Yeah, there is certainly a lot on the line here. They're playing like it's an AMI finals pretty much, even if it's just for pride. They are certainly looking like this means the world to them, and having the opportunity to showcase themselves on the All-Star game is a huge honor for these players. J-Dog trying to find General Lee. He should be able to get back for this ball. Bang it to the sidewall. Who's going to be next to this? Regal might be, as everyone just thought someone else was going to be first to that ball. They left it. This one's getting really awkward, and a little bit of a fortunate touch there from Team 1 is able to clear that one away.
It's a great boost steal from Cyclops to get that away from J-Dog. Now he has to rotate all the way back. He does pick up this mid boost here. Cyclops trying to get this over to a teammate, looking to the middle, able to get a 50 with J-Dog. Looking for a shot, gets it over the last defender. Cyclops doing it all by himself.
Yeah, what a great play there. J-Dog doesn't get the great 50. General jumps early. Savant reads it and is up so early to get the deft touch over the last defender. And Cyclops on the breakaway is clinical and scores the first chance of the game for either team.
J-Dog gets a great touch here, but unable to get it by Regal. J-Boa misses the ball. Shot comes in from General Lee. Rocket Girl all the way downfield into the corner. There's Cyclops already waiting. A pass to the middle. Can anybody get a follow-up touch? No, General Lee will clear this away, but Regal already there. Ball bouncing off the backboard here, almost off the ceiling. Rocket Girl back to the sidewall. Cyclops coming in, trying to pitch it out to the middle. Regal rushes in, but really needs to stay back here. Cyclops has no boost, has to try to get any touch he can, able to do so. Hey, Boa trying to put that ball back on the top of the net, but General Lee kind of got in the way a little bit.
General Lee is going to be first to this ball now. Regal King's going to take control. Can't start an air dribble. J-Dog is first to this ball now. J-Boa will take over. General Lee might be first to this one. Takes the shot. Rocket Girl. An incredible save waiting in net. Regal Kings gets a good 50. J-Dog has to be careful. There's 2 orange cars coming in his way. J-Boa, a huge demo. This could be a quick counterattack. J-Boa in the air. Plays it off the backboard. Who's first to it? No one. General Lee is way back. Back pass, though. This one is going crazy, and Team 1 cannot find the response. They had a bit of an offensive flurry, but were not able to capitalize.
J-Dog still low on boost here. Gets it by 1 on the sidewall. Looking for a touch, but unable to find it. Rocket Girl sitting in net. Avoids 1 demo from J-Dog, I believe that was. Is able to clear this ball all the way downfield. J-Boa rushes back and gets the touch. Eagle's already up. Trying to pass this back to a teammate, but Savant is a little too close. General Lee and J-Dog both committing in the corner here. This could be inside the net. It's just going to fall away. What is going on here?
I thought J-Boa was so deep. He's hunting these demos so much. I thought he was an orange car, and I got very confused when he turned away. Like, I was like, my world was completely, like, turned upside down there. The orange cars are all stuck in the corner. I don't know what's happening anymore. You can feel the Game 5 nerves coming to each of the teams. What in the world? What is that?
What just happened?
I don't even know. J-Dog gets a little bit of a weird flick and then, like, slides his car and, like, confuses the whole defense, and no touch is actually made.
I'm so confused, but hey, this is Rocket League. We got 2 minutes left, tie game. General Lee is going to pick up the boost. These are for the ball for J-Boa. Regal King, a great 50, but the ball's going to get cleared away. Cyclops is there to pick up the ball. Gets 1 touch. Trying to get it by not sure why J-Boa committed on that ball. Savant Cyclops. Pass to the middle. Here comes Rocket Girl. Unable to find the touch as J-Dog will get it by. Oh, goodness.
Oh, J-Dog cut that ball before Regal King was expecting it. A 50. Regal King thought he might be able to be first to the ball, but J-Dog stuck to it like glue and able to capitalize.
It kind of helped that Cyclops got bumped into that ball as J-Dog was looking for a 50 and it just went upfield. Regal King is gonna be called into action to save this. J-Boa trying to get a shot on target. All gets cleared by Rocket Girl, but General Lee's already there. What a pre-jump from Cyclops!
Oh my god, what is happening? Is this Amy?
You know what?
There's so many aggressive aerials and dunks, and I don't know what's happening. General Lee was stuck. He was confused. Regal King was so quick to that ball, and the power on it to the bottom corner was unstoppable. Team 2 are clinical. They are not scared under pressure. This one is all tied up with a minute left. J-Boa to the corner of the net. It's shot after shot. It's punch after punch. J-Dog gets a 50 into the middle. And J-Boa, a banger from the halfway line. Regal King started to creep up, and he was made to pay for it.
I didn't even get to talk about the last goal. They're scoring immediately off the kickoff. What is this game? They're playing like their lives depend on it. J-Dog is going to get this touch from... Oh, the net's open again. They're going to clear this out. It's off the backboard. I hear somebody already up. J-Bo at the shot. Finally puts another one in. 4-2 minutes ago. The scoring is just wide open for both sides.
Well, the J and J combo are showing up in this final game. J-Boa reads the touch off the backboard. A great aerial play. And what a showing there. They are able to take the 2-goal lead, but the way they've been scoring on both ends, this one might not be over. You got to be careful if you think this one is over. We have seen so many goals in the last minute. We might see another one here from Team 2. They aren't able to get it. Regal King thinks about going. He realizes the time, and he will go for the ball. But again, this time is ticking down. Savant will read it. Regal King has control. Will pass it to his teammate. What a pass! General Lee is back in time to save it. Jay Boa will clear it. General Lee takes control. Looks to 50. J-Dog will wait out Regal King's touch. And Jay Boa is still on this ball. This one's going to bounce. J-Dog's gonna miss. General Lee's gonna come in, play it off the backboard. Time is ticking down, 10 seconds left. This one is going to continue to roll. We might get a buzzer beater from Orange Team.
Oh
They need to
my.
put this in now. We will have a kickoff to decide it. 2 seconds left. Team 2 still are alive.
Oh boy, 2 seconds left. Regal King's gonna put another one in the back of the net. There's still a chance. They have to get a real clean kickoff here. Rocket Girl typing in the chat, OT question mark. We'll see if they allow it. The ball's rolling. It's not gonna get there in time. Team 1 will be the winners.
Oh my goodness, almost OT. It was just unfortunately not bouncing. It was stuck on the ground and not quite fast enough. We will not get OT. Team 1 will take a scrappy back and forth series and take the win in Game 5.
Man, that felt like a cast. That felt like casting a finals. That I didn't think I would have to. I didn't think I'd have to do so much for this game, but that was very impressive from both sides. And GG's to everybody. That was a great series to watch. Like for starting out and at Amy starting out with a banger.
Yeah, I mean that was a banger and a half. Like you I wouldn't if you told me that was a finals, like and it just took away the nameplates and took away the situation, I would have believed you because it felt like that sort of pressure on both teams. You could see both teams really stepping up to the moment and absolutely playing brilliantly. We saw some pre-jumps, we saw some dunks, and we saw some great aerial plays. What a showing from both of these teams and both of these all-stars.
Well, that was great to watch. I'm sure chat was entertained. I know we were entertained up here because we were we were very confused on this whole entire series. Uh, we're gonna go ahead and toss it to a quick break. Don't go anywhere. I believe we have a contender next, if I remember correctly. Is it contender?
It is
Yes, contender
contender,
next.
yes.
Yeah, so we'll toss it to a quick break, and we'll be back with the contender all-star game. Do not go anywhere.